What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. Today we have the Witch Tower, which is the first real kind of long and kind of real challenging dungeon in the game. So, hopefully we have enough longevity to be able to make our way through it well enough. I don't think it's... I don't know. It can be really hard sometimes, and other times it can be not so hard. I'm not really sure what a good level to come in here at is, but hopefully we should be able to get through it alright. So to start with, we have to step on this switch multiple times to open up the gate. Obviously, each time stepping on the switch brings us into another battle. These monsters are weird just because the damage that they do varies so wildly. I want to be a little bit careful about using Nina's MP just because this is a pretty long dungeon and I don't really have any way to regenerate it at this point. So I would like to kind of save it for the end a little bit if I can. And number 3 lets us in. If we can, I would like to try and save... Well, that's an unfortunate chest. Leg being turned to stone? Anyways, what was I even saying? Right. I would like to try and avoid using Ryu to heal at all, just because now he knows the puppy spells, that's kind of the best use of his MP. Chest up here, cure all, that heals status effects. And we're just gonna make our way back down here to the central room. Now there should be a chest, yes. A set of stairs over here to the right. Bring us up to floor number 2. Another stone statue, which is clearly a petrified child. Lots of chests in there. Luckily, most of the battles in this area are fairly straightforward, so... yeah. Okay, so this area is kind of interesting in that we have these chains. Or not chains, but these little floaty pad things. And... you can see there's the little horizontal bars connecting each one. So what these little things will do is they'll try and float forward, and when they reach a bar, they'll follow the bar horizontally. And there are 3 different areas that we can go to from this. We can go to the left, we can go to the right, and we can go forward. Like, there's 3 different exits to this area. So to start off with, I believe we want to go forward. So to do that, I believe we want to take this one. Like so. That brings us down here. And gotta be a little bit careful. Oh, well, here's some ogres. They look kind of more like pigs than ogres to me. But I guess the interpretation of what an ogre is fairly subjective. Yes. Waste your turn using Cure 1 on a guy who's not been hit yet. By all means. Luckily, I guess they don't have too much HP. I thought they had more than that. Tornado doesn't seem especially effective against these guys. They do counterattack a lot, though. And then lots of experience. Now, opening these chests seems to create little holes on the floor, so gotta be careful about that. Try and focus on the M mummy because they don't have much health, but they also do a lot more higher and more consistent damage. They cast spells, so yeah. I don't think there's really a way to get those chests at the bottom at this point, so I gotta make my way back up. So we're back here. I'm pretty sure you can get all these chests in one go if you like know the patterns of where the holes open up when. But unfortunately, I do not know said patterns, so that's not an option for me. At least not off the top of my head. Now I'm pretty sure that, well, I know for a fact that to go forward we have to take the rightmost staircase, and to get there we take the leftmost pad out of these 5s. And I think there's no reason for us to go over to the left here yet. If I'm right about what's down here, then we want to come down here eventually, but not yet. But just to double check... Yeah, okay. So just more statues. So, make our way back over here. And similar to how this one goes all the way to the left, this one goes all the way to the right. Up these stairs. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain that there's nothing up the top way, so I'm not going to bother going that way. This statue looks a little bit different. No thanks. I think I'll stay and, you know, not have to go all the way through the rest of the tower again. So this area is a little bit of a switch puzzle. Fortunately, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, well that lets us get at this chest. Silk glove, huh? I'm not sure how that makes a very effective weapon, but I guess it doesn't. It's a shield, which makes even less sense. But I guess it gives Cat a bit of a defense boost, so that's always good. So, come down this hallway. So, if it's down, then I think we gotta hit that. Ugh. Failure. Ooh. New group of enemies. So, the best course of action for them is to split up your attacks. These are the same flies that we fought out on the world map, so... obviously they're not very strong. And it occurs to me that Thunder Arrow might have been a waste of MP, just because most of them are going to be dead by the turn Nina's turn even comes around. Couple level ups, that's always nice. Now, I want to say that this path to the left actually just brings us right out of the tower, which obviously it would be somewhat unfortunate. Let's see here, can I... Wizard ring and a wise robe. Those sound like good things to put on Nina. Unfortunately, increasing her offense, I don't think really has any effect on her magic. In truth, I'm not really sure if increasing her wisdom even has that much effect on her magic. I've never really looked at how magic damage is calculated in this game. But anyways, come back up here. Now we have more little floaty pads. These ones function a little bit differently though. They just kind of float on their own accord. Wise hoop. Is that a helmet for... Who's that even for? Oh, it's an accessory. Okay. Derp. Might as well give it to Nina. I was just saying I don't know if wisdom does that much, but I'm assuming that the stat exists for a reason. Why? I want to say that's a consumable? Yeah. Might as well sort our inventory here. And I'm pretty sure that path to the right, up on the top segment of the screen, is another one that it might bring you out of this dungeon, I think. I know, I'm fairly certain that there is a path in this dungeon that does that. I don't remember exactly where it is, but when it comes down to it, both of the paths that I've pointed out, I know for a fact that they don't lead to anything good, so why take a chance on it, I guess? Nimufu, huh? Why are you gliding backwards? I'm confused. I guess I'm not really confused, this is just kind of strange. It's really weird the way these scenes work out, because they always seem like it's the bad guy just doing all the talking and none of your party does anything, or says anything. But anyways, this is Nimufu. So start off with a dragon attack, and... forgot I learned Sonic Boom. I think I'll actually go with that. I think it might be my highest damage spell at this point, just because it's kind of like a higher tier of spell. Wait, it only did 213? That's kind of weird. Was Ryu... Ryu might not be at maximum AP actually, just because he leveled up. That might be what it was. And I actually didn't even notice how much damage S-Boom did. I wasn't paying attention. AoE attack. Again with the disproportional damage on AoE attacks. But she's dead, so that's good. And no one leveled up from that. Well, okay then. So we gotta get out of here. I suppose before I do that, I should heal up a little bit though. And I want to head back to the room with the 5 pads and the like chains and steel rods and stuff. Okay, so now that we have defeated Nimufu, we actually do want to take this path over here to the left, because you'll notice, I guess maybe you won't notice, all the statues have come back to life. So we want to talk to this lady. She's a water shaman! So, we have freed her, and even though we can't actually do anything with shaman yet, she's free. I thought I could use exit here. I guess not? In that case, let's head back up. Okay, so we've made our way back to this area because I suspect that... Okay, well that just leads to a screen I didn't realize existed, but... So that's not a shortcut out of this place, but I suspect that coming back up this way is faster than going down to the entrance. So, out we go. I'm not sure how we fall from above the tower, but whatever. So, our first order of business is to get to the campsite, rest up, and apparently this hunting area is in our way, so we'll give it a shot. Stupid pig, get over here. Gotcha. Don't think there's anything else in this hunting area. So, Might as well switch back to Ryu because he's the hero, so we gotta have him in front. Take a much needed rest because I'm pretty much entirely out of MP, or AP rather. I'm pretty beat up. Grab a quick save because why not? And this is where you want to put Nina and maybe Cat in your party? I'm pretty sure Nina though. So now we gotta head back to the forest between here and Capitan. And in here, we can talk to Jean. Okay, let's start off trying to see what happens with Cat. I guess they're a little more apprehensive. Okay. So, obviously there's two females in your party, and I always remember that one of them will chicken out and one of them doesn't. I can never remember which is which, so I guess it's a good thing that I brought both Nina and Cat, because I was assuming it was Nina that would not chicken out, but it is in fact Cat. So Jean has transformed into a slightly smaller frog. Yay! New party member. And I would like to put Jean in my party for the time being. Nina and Rand, I think. Man, this is actually kind of terrible party, but at the very least, what we want to do are maybe not our first order of business, but one of the things that we want to do is. So what's the best option here? I guess probably parallel. I think that's the best way to go. So we want to get Jean up to level 14. And there's a good reason for that, but in the meantime, back in this village of ours, the carpenter has been very busy. Yay! But before we do anything else, if we switch to Jean, his world map power is to turn into a giant frog, which is more useful than you might think. For one, when you're hopping around the world map like this, you can't get... Okay, so I was wrong. You actually can get in random battles. But there's a few things that hopping around on Jean can do. For one, he can hop up cliffs and stuff pretty easily, so that's handy. But also, he can hop into the water. And when you're in the water, you can't get in random battles. So what we want to do is we want to go into this waterfall. Because in here, there's some chests to begin with. I'll talk more about what Jean can actually do, like stat-wise, next time around. But for now... Wow, that's a big upgrade. And what was the other thing I got? I don't know if it was actually equipment. It was this thing. Okay. Oh, sort. Thank you. Now I want to put Ryu in the front and talk to this fellow. Here! What did you just give me? Well, that was kind of strange, but the point and the important part is we now know Fire Dragon, Ice Dragon, and Thunder Dragon. The acquisition scene is a little underwhelming, but those are the new, the second tier of dragon spells, and those are the best we're going to have for quite a long time. Now, we want to go into this cave, but things in there are a little bit tricky. So I want to do a little bit of, I don't know, I guess you'd say preparation before I go in there. And in particular, between episodes, I'm going to grind Gene up to level 14, like I said. If you actually want to move on with the story, what you have to do is, Gene mentioned his castle. So there's a castle in the center of the lake there. But there's some stuff we need to do before going there. Because, for one, when we do enter that castle, it kind of triggers a very long series of events that you can't abandon midway. But also, the next thing that I want to do, you have to do before you go to the castle. So that is what I plan to do. So I'm going to do a little bit of grinding off screen, and I will see you back here for the next episode of Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. Catch you later.